video for Ophelia Talks, and today we are at day 16 of our advent calendar, and this is what we are making today. So we have a drawstring bag basically, but with the colors as they are, it looks a little bit like Santa's sack, so that's why I branded it like that. And guess what is in here? Ta-da! Yay! Yummy, yummy chocolate. So, if you hear any smacking noises during the filming, I might just be eating the chocolate. Okay, so here we are. So I think it makes a nice gift wrap for a small present like a chocolate, but also, you know, you could put a gift voucher in or money or whatever you want to give. So there we go. Let me do it up again and let me show you how good I am at tying a bow. Ah, look at that. That worked first time. I was joking there. I am very bad at tying a bow. Right, let's get started. So what do we need for Santa's bag? We have here white, which is the 001 of the Rico Ricorumi range, and here we have the 030, the darker red one. Now I'm using my 3, and as you can see, my balls have been used a little bit already, because of course we've been making quite a few things already this month. So it is red that we are going to use to get started, and we are going to get started with a magic circle. So do a cross over your fingers like this. Then you're going to go under this string, pick up the back strand and pull it through like this, then go back to the back strand and do a chain. There we go. Then it can come off your fingers and you do another chain, because we need the height of 2 chains. Then into the circle we are going to do double crochets, and we need to do 9 double crochets. When we close up our circle, the 9 double crochets plus the chain will make 10 double crochets. So the chain counts as a double crochet, and we are going to do the slip stitch sort of lying over the chain, and that slip stitch then makes the 10th V and makes the top of that chain. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, sorry. I'm so used to counting in twos. 8. So make sure you're working over your 2 strands here, and a double crochet or a treble crochet in the UK is yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so, and I think 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9, we have now got our 9 V's, and I am going to pull the loop closed, go into that 9th V and do a slip stitch. There we go, and that should give us 10 V's going round our work. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We are now going to do an increase round, so we are going to do 2 double crochets into each stitch around. Now, I didn't explain properly earlier how to do a double crochet, so let's do that here. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is a double crochet. That's US terms. In the UK, this is called a treble. So 2 double crochets in each stitch around, and I will meet you at the end. So the chain counts as our 2nd double crochet in this last stitch. So we're going to skip the chain, go to the next V, and we do a slip stitch. So we've gone from 10 V's to 20. Now we are going to do another increase round. So chain up 2, into the first stitch you do 1 double crochet, into the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets. And this is what you are going to keep repeating, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I will see you at the end of the round where that last chain, or the first chain actually that we did, is going to count as our second double crochet, and we are ready to do a slip stitch. I have now made it to the end of this round. Again, this counts as my second, and we're going to do a slip stitch over that chain. Once again, we are going to do an increase round. Now, if you want your bag to be smaller, you could skip this increase round and just start doing your normal rounds. But I want a little bit bigger. So we've got the chain 2, and we've also got my cat on the table. So I do apologize if her tail gets in the way. So chain 2, and in the first stitch we do 1 double crochet. In the next stitch we do 1 double crochet. Can you hear that? She's now drinking from my glass of water. Okay, I'm going to have to show you this. Look. There goes my water again. There is no discipline, is there? Right, okay. Let's concentrate. Okay, so 2 chains. In the first stitch you do a double crochet. In the next stitch you do a double crochet. And in the next stitch you do 2 double crochets. And this is how you are going to continue. So 1, 1 and 2. I really should put a glass for her and a glass for me. I will see you at the end of the round. I've just done my slip stitch here, and this is now 40 stitches. So we went 10, 20, 30, 40 stitches. Okay, so now I'm going to start doing rounds without increasing, but you will notice that you will get a bag shape. Okay, so let's get started. Chain 2, yarn over into the first stitch, and you just do a double crochet in each stitch around. At the end of the round you do your slip stitch, so you do your last stitch in here. This chain counts as a stitch coming out of here. We skip the 2 chains from the starting chain and we do our slip stitch in there. Can you hear her? I mean, so funny, isn't it? Right, I will see you at the end of the line here. I have made it to the end of the line. This is the one where we are going to skip. Here we go under to do the slip stitch, and already, as you can see, yes, this is flat, but my side is already standing up. Okay, and we are just going to keep going. Now, we didn't do a special sometimes when I do this I do it in the back loop only. There's no need to do that because it's going to be like a sack, so it is a little bit more informal. Okay, so I would suggest you start your next line and the next and the next, and you keep going until you have done 9 rounds of double crochets where you did not increase. So I will see you when you are ready to make the holes for your drawstring. So I have now done my 9 rows. I am now going to do a round where I am making the holes for my drawstring. So you chain up 2 as usual, then you chain an extra chain for the stitch that you are going to be skipping, and then you do a stitch in the next stitch, so a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip, double in the next. So that's what you are going to do all along, and I will meet you here. So I have done my last chain here. I've got to skip a stitch. This is a stitch where my starting chain is coming out of, so I'm going to want to skip that one and go under the 3rd V here. If you can't manage, just go into the opening. That's fine. That's what I do, and that works fine. Okay, so we have now made the holes for our drawstring. So you will have to make a drawstring as well. I'm going to make a wide one, and I showed you yesterday how to make that, so I'm not going to repeat that here. So you will either have to go back to that video or try and remember. So here we have the chain, and then you do 1 double crochet into the chain space, 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet, 1 double crochet into the chain space, and so on. So this is the repeat you are going to do now, so you get all your stitches back. There we go. I will see you at the end of the round. I've come to the end of my round. I'm going to do a slip stitch, so skip the 2 chains, slip stitch in the next stitch, and there we go. So that is the end of the red. Like I said, yeah, so in the ends, like I said, I have done a white drawstring. This drawstring is about 45 centimeters long, and I am going to be threading this in, but it would be nice to sort of finish our bag with a little white trim as well. So let's do that trim first before we start threading in. So we are going to do a slip knot round your hook, and I am going to do single crochets all along my bag here, just to give it a, you know, sort of a white trim, to give it more of the impression that it's not just a red bag, but it's actually Santa's sack. So now, when I was designing this, I hadn't thought of it, but more and more, when I looked at the shape of the bag, I thought, this is the perfect bag to hold certain chocolates. So I rushed to the shop and I got, can you guess what I got? Ta-da! Oh dear, it was so funny because the lady at the till said, "Oh, chocolates," and that's the only thing I bought. So I didn't buy anything else because I didn't need anything else. I went specially for this, and I said, "Yeah, I need them for my videos." And she looked at me like, "Yeah, right." Like, I don't believe you somehow. That's just a craving you're having. Oh dear, but yeah, that was my excuse. But anyway, yes, I will. I need them for the video. But of course afterwards, what's the date on them? How long do they last? A whole year. Look, 2019. So yeah, I can keep them for Christmas. I thought, you know, if they only last a couple of days or something, or weeks, then I might you know, need to eat them straight away. But yeah, I'm sure they actually, it's about 9 days away, so I'm sure I can keep keep them out of my mind for that amount of time. So yeah, in a moment we're going to put the chocolate in the bag and we will close it up and I will show you how it works. There we go. Okay, so we do the slip stitch. There we go. Right, and now we thread in that drawstring, in and out, in and out. Yeah, it's just a basic drawstring bag, really. Yes, if you can, you know, if you're making this for Christmas, for a little present, to put in a little present, like the chocolate, but also you might, you know, you can also put in money or another treat, whatever you want. Then you can, you know, this is quite a nice way of doing that, because obviously this can be reused by the recipient. Yes, it's red, but you don't necessarily have to make it red, although it is a nice, you know, reference to the bag Santa Claus brings with him, of course. So now pull it so the ends are about the same size. There we go. Let's get this chocolate out. And let's put it in there. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. That's perfection. Look. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. If you are new to my channel or you haven't yet subscribed, please find the red subscription button and click on it. It is free. You will then see a bell sign. Click on that too, so you are notified of every new video I upload. You can also find links to my social media right above that.